As the virus spreads through countries in South America, health officials are growing increasingly worried about its rapid growth. They say that the US could be hit hard as 24 countries worldwide are seeing it spread at an extremely alarming rate. It's the Zika virus, and there is no cure. Zika is a mosquito-borne virus transmitted by the Aedes mosquito. It was first discovered in 1947 by researchers in Uganda that were studying yellow fever. During the study, they noticed one particular monkey was suffering from a different type of fever, and by 1952, they determined it was the Zika virus. The group also discovered that the virus was transmitted by mosquitoes via the blood. It wasn't until 2007, however, that any major outbreaks occurred. But even then, while there were about 49 cases on the island of Yap, no one was killed or even hospitalized. Major outbreaks began occurring in Brazil in 2015. Soon after, the virus started spreading all over South and Central American countries such as Brazil, Bolivia, Venezuela, Haiti, Barbados, the Virgin Islands, Honduras, and Mexico. The virus has recently made its way to the United States as well, but only by travelers coming from the aforementioned places. With the outbreak came the spread of the Zika fever, which is similar to the yellow fever, West Nile virus, and dengue fever. It causes rashes and fevers along with other symptoms including pink eye and arthritis. These symptoms do not last very long, usually a week or less. However, health officials have recently discovered a possible connection between the fever and microcephaly, a dangerous neurodevelopmental disorder in babies resulting in a small, undeveloped brain that leads to seizures, motor function disturbances, and severe physiological effects throughout the body. In the past 2 months alone, Brazil has seen nearly 5,000 babies born with Zika-induced microcephaly, 51 of which have died. There's currently no vaccine available to treat the Zika virus, so health officials recommend not traveling to countries where outbreaks have occurred. Some have even gone so far as to suggest that people delay pregnancies for the next 2 years while experts attempt to create a vaccine. Additionally, health officials have been spraying pesticides to try to control the mosquito populations. They've also enlisted the help of the public by asking them to eliminate all standing water that attracts mosquitoes, particularly in buckets and flower pots. While these efforts have done little to curtail the spread of the virus, some scientists believe the solution may lie in a genetically modified mosquito. According to CNN, a British company called Oxitec created a mutant Aedes mosquito whose purpose is to pass along a gene that kills its offspring. The idea is that since each female mosquito mates only once in their lifetime, it will be an effective way to slow the growth of these particular mosquito populations.
The Zika virus could see an explosive outbreak in the Americas. The Pan American Health Organization has warned that the Zika virus, which has been linked to a sudden rise in birth defects in Brazil, could spread to as many as 4 million people in the Americas. Although a link between microcephaly and Zika is strongly suspected, a causal relationship has yet to be proven scientifically. Microcephaly has many potential causes, including infections, viruses, toxins, or unknown genetic factors. Infants with microcephaly are born with an abnormally small brain and skull. In the most serious cases, the birth defect can cause the early death of the child or even the death of the baby while still in the womb. Even if the babies survive, they will be intellectually and physically handicapped, or in the best cases, they will suffer from psychomotor impairment. Brazil, which is currently experiencing the world's largest outbreak of Zika, says the number of babies born with suspected microcephaly since October has reached nearly 4,000, compared to 150 in all of 2014. In response to the outbreak, Brazil has warned women in affected areas not to get pregnant. Colombia and Jamaica have advised women to delay becoming pregnant for a few months, and El Salvador has asked women to avoid getting pregnant until 2018. The US and other countries, including Australia, are advising pregnant women not to travel to regions where Zika is present.